Good morning, friends. Sun with face. If you're over 65, today's video could truly change your life forever. Imagine waking up every morning and knowing that just a few simple habits could add 10, 20, or even 30 more healthy years to your life. Sounds hard to believe? Well, it's not magic, it's science, lifestyle, and small daily choices working together. Now before we dive in, I want to share something important. I've been carefully reading through your comments, and many of you mentioned that sometimes the backgrounds or presentation style could be improved because it felt a little repetitive. And I hear you. That's why in today's video, I've made some refreshing changes to the visuals, structure, and flow so that you not only gain powerful health knowledge but also enjoy the experience without ever feeling bored. Your feedback matters deeply to me, and this channel will keep growing with you. So, let me know at the end of this video if you find these changes better, or if you'd like me to make it even better next time. Because here's the truth, the way you start your morning after 65 doesn't just set the tone for your day, it can actually influence how long and how well you live. That's why in this video, I'll share a step-by-step morning routine designed especially for seniors to boost your energy, protect your brain, strengthen your body, and reduce risks of diseases like stroke, dementia, and heart problems. So grab your tea, coffee, or warm lemon water, and let's explore these life-changing morning habits together. One of the most powerful secrets to living longer and healthier after 65 doesn't start with food or exercise, it starts with your mindset the moment you wake up. When you open your eyes in the morning, what's the first thought that crosses your mind? For many people, it's worry about health, family, finances, or the aches and pains of aging. But research shows that seniors who start their day with a sense of purpose and gratitude live not only longer lives, but also happier ones. A Harvard study found that older adults who feel a strong sense of purpose have a 40% lower risk of developing Alzheimer's disease and a significantly lower risk of heart disease and stroke. Why? Because your thoughts influence your hormones, your blood pressure, and even the way your immune system works. So how can you build this habit into your morning routine? It's easier than you think. The moment you wake up, instead of reaching for your phone or worrying about the day, take a deep breath and say a simple affirmation, I am grateful for another day. I will use it wisely. Another powerful tool is gratitude journaling. Keep a small notebook by your bedside. Each morning, write down 2 or 3 things you are grateful for, whether it's your grandchildren, your health, or even something as simple as the warmth of sunlight. This practice lowers stress, boosts happiness hormones like serotonin, and strengthens emotional resilience. Remember, waking up with purpose isn't about having big goals or grand plans, it's about finding meaning in small, daily actions. Maybe your purpose is tending your garden, calling a loved one, volunteering, or simply taking better care of yourself. Think of your morning mindset as the software that runs the rest of your day. If you start your day stressed, your whole system crashes. But if you start it with gratitude and purpose, your body and brain perform better all day long. After 65, one of the most overlooked yet most important things you can do every single morning is, simply drink water. It might sound too simple to matter, but the truth is, starting your day with proper hydration could be the difference between feeling sharp and energized or sluggish and confused. Here's why. When we sleep for 6 to 8 hours, our bodies naturally lose fluids through breathing and light sweating. By the time you wake up, your body is already slightly dehydrated. And seniors are especially vulnerable because as we age, our sense of thirst becomes weaker. That means many older adults are dehydrated without even realizing it. Dehydration doesn't just make you thirsty, it can cause dizziness, confusion, constipation, headaches, kidney problems, and even increase the risk of falls and strokes. In fact, doctors often say that many cases of sudden fatigue or weakness in older patients are actually linked to dehydration, not disease. So what's the solution? Make it a habit to drink 1 glass of room temperature or warm water the moment you wake up, before tea, before coffee, before anything else. If you want to take it a step further, add a slice of lemon. This helps wake up digestion, supports liver function, and gives a small boost of vitamin C. If you often struggle with night cramps or low energy, add a pinch of Himalayan salt or an electrolyte powder to your water. This helps restore minerals like sodium, potassium, and magnesium, which are essential for muscle and nerve health. And here's a key point: don't start your morning with only coffee. Coffee is a mild diuretic, which means it makes you lose water. Enjoy it, but only after you've rehydrated. Think of hydration in the morning as oiling the engine of your car. Without that first glass of water, your system will run rough all day. But with it, your brain, heart, and muscles can function at their best. Once your body is rehydrated, the next step is to gently wake up your muscles and joints. Movement in the morning is one of the most powerful habits you can build after 65, and it doesn't need to be intense to be effective. In fact, even 10 minutes of gentle activity can transform the way you feel for the rest of the day. Why is this so important? As we age, our muscles naturally lose strength, a process called sarcopenia. Our joints also become stiffer, and balance can decline. These changes are among the top reasons seniors face falls and injuries. But the good news is that just a little bit of regular morning movement helps keep muscles strong, joints flexible, and balance sharp. Simple exercises are all you need. Start by rolling your shoulders, rotating your neck slowly from side to side, and stretching your arms above your head. Follow with gentle spinal twists while sitting or standing. Lift your knees one at a time in a marching motion, and finish with ankle rotations to improve circulation in the legs. This whole routine takes less than 10 minutes, yet it wakes up every major muscle group in the body. If possible, step outside for a short morning walk. Even 5 minutes in the fresh air works wonders, not only for your muscles but also for your brain. Exposure to natural sunlight early in the day boosts vitamin D levels, strengthens bones, and helps regulate your sleep cycle. And remember, you don't need to push yourself hard. The goal isn't to sweat buckets or strain your joints. The goal is to loosen up, increase blood flow, and tell your body, it's time to start the day. You don't have to run a marathon or lift heavy weights. Just a few gentle movements each morning can give you energy, improve your balance, and protect you from falls. Think of it as pressing the on button for your body and brain. Once the body is awake and moving, it's time to wake up the most important organ of all, your brain. After 65, protecting brain health should be a top priority. Memory lapses, difficulty focusing, or struggling to recall names are not just frustrating, they can be early signs of cognitive decline. But here's the good news: science shows that the brain, just like a muscle, can stay strong and sharp if we train it daily. And the morning is the best time to do this, when your mind is fresh and uncluttered. So how do you activate your brain each morning? Let's start with something simple: puzzles and word games. A crossword puzzle, Sudoku, or even a quick memory game on your phone gives your brain the challenge it needs to form new connections. These activities keep your neurons firing and strengthen what's known as cognitive reserve, your brain's ability to resist decline as you age. Think of it like this: every time you solve a puzzle, you're building a stronger defense system against memory loss and dementia. Reading is another powerful tool. Just 10 to 15 minutes of reading in the morning, whether it's a newspaper, a book, or an inspiring article, stimulates focus, comprehension, and long-term memory. Studies show that seniors who read daily have significantly lower rates of Alzheimer's disease compared to those who don't. And the best part? You don't have to read anything complicated. Even light reading trains your brain to stay active. Learning something new is another golden key to brain longevity. Remember, your brain loves novelty. Picking up a few words in a new language, practicing a musical instrument, or even trying a new recipe in the kitchen forces your brain to adapt and grow. Researchers have found that seniors who consistently learn new skills show increased brain volume in regions linked to memory and problem solving. That means your brain is literally growing stronger when you challenge it. Don't underestimate the power of sound either. Music has a unique effect on the brain. Listening to uplifting songs, especially ones from your youth, sparks activity in multiple regions of the brain simultaneously, areas linked to memory, movement, and emotion. That's why a familiar tune can instantly lift your mood and even bring back forgotten memories. Starting your morning with a short playlist of your favorite songs isn't just enjoyable, it's therapy for your brain. And let's talk about mindfulness. While brain workouts like puzzles and reading are active stimulation, mindfulness and meditation offer something equally important: clarity. Spending a few minutes in mindful breathing, focusing your thoughts, or simply observing your surroundings without judgment calms mental chatter and sharpens focus. In fact, MRI scans show that seniors who meditate regularly maintain healthier, thicker brain regions related to attention and memory. Another simple yet overlooked brain booster is conversation. Talking to someone in the morning, a spouse, a friend, or even a neighbor, activates language centers, emotional centers, and memory all at once. Social interaction is one of the most protective factors against dementia, and starting your day with a few words of connection strengthens both your brain and your heart. Of course, no brain routine is complete without mentioning nutrition. What you fuel your brain with in the morning matters. A breakfast rich in omega-3 fats from walnuts or flax seeds, antioxidants from berries, and protein from eggs or Greek yogurt gives your brain the raw materials it needs to function at its best. Think of it as feeding not just your body, but your neurons. The real secret, though, is consistency. Doing these brain-activating habits once or twice won't make much difference. But weaving them into your morning routine day after day builds long-term resilience. Imagine this: a 10-minute puzzle, 10 minutes of reading, a short mindful breathing exercise, and a good breakfast. That's less than 30 minutes, yet it could protect your brain for decades. Your brain is like a treasure chest. If you invest in it every morning, through puzzles, reading, learning, music, and mindfulness, you keep it rich, vibrant, and alive. Ignore it, and it slowly empties. Just a few small habits in the morning can help ensure that your memories, your focus, and your independence last for years to come. Now that your body and brain are fully awake, it's time to fuel them properly. What you put on your plate in the morning after 65 doesn't just affect your energy for the day, it can determine how well your body and mind function for years to come. Breakfast isn't just a meal anymore, it's medicine for longevity. Let's start with protein, because this is where many seniors fall short. As we age, our muscles naturally shrink unless we fight to protect them. Without enough protein, your body loses strength, balance declines, and independence slowly slips away. That's why adding 20 to 30 grams of protein to your morning meal is a game changer. Eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, protein smoothies, or even nut butters are excellent ways to meet that need. Think of protein as the building block that keeps your body strong enough to keep living life on your terms. Next comes fiber. Fiber is the unsung hero of healthy aging. It keeps digestion smooth, lowers cholesterol, and even helps stabilize blood sugar levels, which is especially important if you're managing diabetes or prediabetes. Oats, whole grain bread, chia seeds, flax seeds, or berries are fantastic morning options. In fact, studies show that seniors who consume high-fiber breakfasts are far less likely to experience constipation, heart disease, or dangerous blood sugar spikes. Don't forget about healthy fats. Your brain is nearly 60% fat, and it thrives on good sources like omega-3 fatty acids. Adding a handful of walnuts, a spoonful of almond butter, a sprinkle of chia seeds, or even a slice of avocado to your breakfast can nourish your brain cells and reduce inflammation in the body. These small additions protect memory, improve mood, and keep your brain sharp well into old age. Now, let's talk about what to avoid. Many traditional breakfasts, white bread, pastries, sugary cereals, and processed meats, may be convenient, but they spike blood sugar, clog arteries, and increase inflammation. That's the exact opposite of what your body needs after 65. The energy you get from these foods crashes quickly, leaving you tired and irritable. Worse, over time, they increase the risk of heart disease, stroke, and dementia. By swapping them out for whole, nutrient-rich options, you're making a direct investment in your health. A great example of a balanced senior breakfast could be a bowl of oatmeal topped with blueberries, walnuts, and a spoonful of Greek yogurt. Or, if you prefer something savory, whole grain toast with mashed avocado and a boiled egg on the side. Smoothies are another excellent option, especially if you find it hard to chew in the morning. Blend spinach, banana, protein powder, and almond milk for a creamy, nutrient-packed meal. And while we're on the subject of drinks, it's important to choose wisely. Coffee in moderation is fine, it can even improve focus and mood, but too much caffeine can increase dehydration and disrupt sleep later on. A smart choice is to balance coffee with green tea or herbal teas, which provide antioxidants without as much caffeine. These antioxidants act like little soldiers, fighting off damage to your cells and slowing down the aging process. Here's another simple but powerful trick: add color to your plate. Brightly colored fruits and vegetables aren't just beautiful, they're loaded with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants that protect your body from disease. A colorful breakfast is like giving your body a rainbow of protection every morning. Finally, remember this: eating mindfully is just as important as what you eat. Sit down, slow down, and really enjoy your meal. This improves digestion, helps your body absorb nutrients better, and reduces the stress that comes from rushing. Think of your breakfast not as an afterthought, but as your daily dose of prevention. Every bite can either fight disease or feed it. By choosing protein, fiber, healthy fats, and colorful foods, you're giving your body exactly what it needs to stay strong, energized, and healthy for decades to come. After you've nourished your body with a healthy breakfast, it's time to care for something just as vital: your inner calm. Stress is often called the silent killer, and for seniors, it can be especially dangerous. High stress raises blood pressure, weakens the immune system, increases the risk of heart attack or stroke, and even accelerates memory loss. That's why one of the best gifts you can give yourself each morning is a few minutes of deep breathing or meditation. Now, some people hear the word meditation and imagine sitting cross-legged for hours in complete silence. But that's not what we're talking about here. Even 5 to 10 minutes of focused breathing can reset your body, calm your nervous system, and prepare your mind for the day ahead. The beauty of it is, you can do it anywhere, on a chair, in bed, or even outside on the porch while enjoying the morning air. One simple technique is called the 4-4-6 method. Inhale slowly through your nose for 4 seconds, hold your breath gently for 4 seconds, and then exhale slowly through your mouth for 6 seconds. Repeat this cycle 10 times. This kind of controlled breathing sends a powerful message to your body: you are safe, you are calm, you are ready. Your heart rate slows down, your blood vessels relax, and your brain receives more oxygen, making you feel sharper and more focused. If you'd like a little extra guidance, you can use meditation apps or even listen to soft instrumental music. Guided meditations often combine soothing words with breathing exercises, making it easy to follow along. And remember, there's no perfect way to do this. The goal isn't to empty your mind completely, it's simply to quiet the noise of daily worries and reconnect with yourself. Another great option is gratitude-based meditation. While breathing deeply, think of 3 things you're grateful for. It could be your health, your family, the smell of your morning tea, or the warmth of the sun. Gratitude has a remarkable effect on the brain. Research shows that people who practice daily gratitude have lower levels of stress hormones, better sleep, and even reduced symptoms of depression. If sitting still isn't comfortable for you, consider combining breathing with light movement. Slow stretches while focusing on your breath, or even a gentle walk while paying attention to each inhale and exhale, can serve as a moving meditation. The key is presence, bringing your mind fully into the moment instead of letting it race ahead into worries. And here's something many people don't realize: regular meditation can actually reshape the brain. Scientists using MRI scans have found that older adults who meditate consistently maintain thicker brain regions linked to attention, memory, and emotional stability. That means a few minutes of breathing each day could literally protect your brain from aging too quickly. The emotional benefits are just as important. Starting your day in a calm, centered state reduces irritability, helps you make better decisions, and improves relationships with those around you. Instead of reacting to stress, you respond with clarity. Imagine how much smoother your mornings, and your entire day, could be if you set this tone first thing. Host line: gentle but persuasive. Taking just 10 minutes to breathe deeply or meditate in the morning is like pressing the reset button for your body and mind. It lowers stress, sharpens focus, and gives you a sense of peace that carries through the entire day. Remember, longevity isn't just about adding years to your life, it's about adding calm, balance, and joy to those years. There's one more habit that often gets overlooked in the morning routine, but it may be just as important as food or exercise: human connection. After 65, loneliness is one of the biggest health risks. In fact, studies show that chronic loneliness can be as harmful to the body as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It raises the risk of heart disease, depression, memory loss, and even early death. That's why starting your morning with a little social interaction can make a world of difference. It doesn't have to be long or complicated. A quick phone call to a loved one, a cheerful good morning text, or even a friendly chat with a neighbor during your walk can fill your heart with warmth and remind you that you're not alone. These small moments of connection boost mood-boosting chemicals like oxytocin and serotonin, which protect the brain and lower stress. And here's something truly remarkable. Research shows that seniors with strong social connections not only live longer but also stay sharper mentally. Conversations challenge the brain to remember, listen, respond, and even laugh, all of which keep your mind active. So, consider making it part of your morning ritual. While you sip your tea or coffee, send a quick message of gratitude to someone you love. Share a smile with the mailman. Exchange a kind word with your spouse or a friend. These little gestures might seem small, but they are powerful medicine for the soul. Host line, gentle emphasis. Your body needs food and water to survive, but your heart and brain need connection to truly thrive. Starting your morning with even the simplest human interaction can set the tone for a happier, healthier, and longer life. One of the simplest yet most powerful habits you can add to your morning is exposing yourself to natural light. Our bodies run on what's called a circadian rhythm, a kind of internal clock that tells us when to wake up, when to feel alert, and when to sleep. But as we age, this rhythm can get weaker, leading to poor sleep, low energy, and even memory problems. Just 10 to 15 minutes of morning sunlight can reset that internal clock. When sunlight enters your eyes, it signals your brain to lower melatonin, the sleep hormone, and boost cortisol and serotonin, the natural chemicals that make you feel awake, focused, and happy. It's nature's way of saying, good morning, it's time to thrive. If stepping outside isn't always easy, even sitting by a bright window while you enjoy your breakfast can help. And if you live in a place where mornings are often cloudy, you might consider a light therapy lamp designed for seniors. It mimics natural sunlight and can improve mood and energy. Host line, gentle but motivating. Think of morning light as a free, natural medicine, no pills, no side effects, just pure energy and balance for your mind and body. So now you've seen it, just how powerful a simple morning routine can be after the age of 65. We talked about waking up with purpose, nourishing your body, activating your brain, practicing gratitude, breathing deeply, connecting with loved ones, enjoying natural light, staying hydrated, and moving gently. Each one of these steps on its own is valuable, but when you put them together, you create a morning routine that can truly transform your health, your energy, and even your future. The truth is, living longer isn't only about counting years, it's about adding life to those years. When you wake up with intention, feed your body the right fuel, calm your mind, and keep your heart connected to others, you're giving yourself the best chance at a longer, healthier, and more joyful life. Imagine the next 20 or 30 years, not just surviving, but thriving, with sharper memory, stronger muscles, and a spirit full of energy and hope. That is the gift of consistency, and it starts with small steps each morning. But here's the key, knowledge without action won't change your life. You don't have to start with all 10 habits tomorrow, just choose 1 or 2 that feel doable, and make them part of your morning. Over time, add more. Before you know it, you'll have built a routine that sets the tone for every day and every year ahead. And now, I want to hear from you. Which one of these morning habits will you start practicing tomorrow? Tell me in the comments below. I read every single one, and your answers inspire me and others in this community. If you found value in this video, don't forget to hit that like button, share this with a friend or loved one who needs a healthier start to their day, and of course, subscribe to the channel for more senior health tips every week. Host line, gentle smile, persuasive close. Remember, it's never too late to add years to your life and life to your years. Your morning is your foundation, build it strong, and the rest of your day, and your future, will thank you for it.